Now I'd like to call on Adriana Zavala, an Associate Professor of Art and Art History and Chair of the Undergraduate Student Experience on the Council on Diversity, to introduce Darien Headen.
Good morning, everyone. It's truly my pleasure to be here to present Darien Headen to you. So I've known Darien since the spring of 2012, when as a first-year student he was appointed to the working group on the undergraduate experience of President Monaco and Dean Joanne Berger-Sweeney's Council on Diversity. And I was the chair of the working group on the undergraduate experience. And then in the fall of 2012, I got to know Darien better as well in the context of the Equal Education Opportunity Committee, which is a group of faculty, staff, and students. And he joined that committee in 2012 as well. I was immediately impressed when I began to get to know Darien with his fine mind, and particularly his ability to think carefully about very sensitive issues having to do with our campus climate and inclusion. And in addition, serving as an interlocutor with those of us who are faculty and staff in terms of not only understanding issues of inclusion, but crucially understanding how the structures in place need to change. So it's not always about including underrepresented groups in existing structures, but in modifying those structures in important ways. And Darien has been incredibly helpful to me and to members of my group in terms of thinking in that way. But alongside all of this, I was struck, and I continue to be struck by Darien's extraordinary positive and constructive outlook. He's always smiling, he's always positive, and he really just makes me feel honored that I know him. He was a tireless contributor to the work of the working group, which was a lot of work. I'm a bit of a taskmaster, and so we had a lot of meetings, and Darien was always there. And I was often concerned that this would have an impact on his other activities, but it didn't. And I've also come to see how much Darien thrives from this kind of work, and that's really exemplary and an inspiration to me. He's truly passionate about the mission of creating a more diverse and inclusive community for students, staff, and faculty, and I see how this work gives him energy. As chair of the working group, I counted on Darien as one of the most dedicated members of the team. He was exemplary in his attendance. He always had very intelligent and really insightful things to say about the process. And above all, he not only taught me how to approach the student community in new ways, but really crucially how to listen. Versus just talk to students, but really how to listen to them. And I really value that, and that's a lesson that I'll carry forward for the rest of my time here at Tufts. Finally, through the process of Darien's optimism and his generous spirit and passion, I know he's been an inspiration to all of us in both of these committees. In addition to his work on EOC and the working group of the undergraduate experience, he's involved in numerous on and off-campus activities. He's an active member of the TCU Senate as the Diversity and Community Affairs Officer. He's also been a residential assistant on Varsity Crew, the Tufts Black Men's Group, the Caribbean Club, founder and chair of the Tufts Black Students Union. And off campus, he's been a mentor through the Paul Robeson Institute for Positive Self-Development, an intern with Boston Land Law, and then as well a summer advocate with LIFT DC. I also want to point out that Darien is the only junior on the list of undergraduate awardees this year for this award, so he'll be spending the fall semester of his senior year in France at the Tufts Paris program, and I'm very excited because he just told me he's going to take an art history class. So I'll really look forward to hearing about that experience. And I'm sure we'll continue to see really extraordinary things from Darien as he finishes out his senior year at Tufts. So it's truly my pleasure to congratulate Darien and to welcome his family here, and please join me in a round of applause.